Welcome to Room 6, the channel dedicated to the local Las Vegas music scene and the people that make it, including me. I'm Josh, and today we're talking about 10 ways to market your act on the cheap. And no, exposure doesn't count. When your act starts playing gigs and building a fan base, having merch is usually not a top priority, but it should be. Just because you're starting out broke does not mean you have to miss out on that merch table revenue. When you're at a show and you go to the merch table, what is usually right up front and center? T-shirts and CDs, right? Those cost money to make. And that's great when existing fans hit the table and you're confident you'll make that money back. For the casual merch shopper or a new fan, laying out $10 to $15 the first time they've seen you might be a bit rich for their blood. So what should you have on the merch table for them? Well, in no particular order, here's my list of 10 cheap ideas for the merch table. Number 10, homemade stickers. We've all seen them at the shows, and a lot of times the bands will give them away for free, and that's because they don't cost a lot to make. There's a lot of websites out there that you can definitely get your band or your act's brand on a sticker and get it to the masses quickly. Or you can just print them up at home. Number 9, burned copies of your demo. Now, I know some of the newer computers don't have a CD drive in them, and that's a shame because being able to burn some blank CDRs and sticking a label on there is a great, inexpensive way to get your CD into people's hands, whether it's for free, sell them for $5, whatever. Coming in at number 8 is do-it-yourself buttons. Now, yes, there's a little bit of initial outlay to get the button maker. Once you do, the parts are cheap and you can just crank out buttons all day and people will buy them. Now, I never did this one myself, but option number 7 is matchbooks or matchboxes with your act's brand on there. It makes sense because a lot of people smoke at a lot of gigs. And if they're always looking at you, they're always going to remember you. Option number 6, photos of your band. It's a great way to literally give them a piece of you and autograph it. And then as your band or your act gets bigger, they'll be able to proudly say, I knew them when, look, I got an autographed picture. Today's technology, you can definitely print on the cheap, or you can just go to a place that will print for you and give you the high quality you want. It's just, you gotta weigh out the costs. Option number 5, coasters. I've never done this, but I think it's a great idea. Every time they pick up their drink at home, they're going to remember that show. Coming in at number 4, we've got temporary tattoos. There are many places online where you can order them up and you can give them away or you can sell them, but they're a great way to not permanently show your love for a band, but definitely rock it for at least a couple of weeks. And it's great for kids too. Going back to the do-it-yourself vibe, we've got guitar picks. You can order them online, but you can also just get a machine that punches out guitar picks out of whatever you want. Old credit cards, pictures of the band, whatever. Coming in at number 2, wristbands. Not that expensive when you figure that people will always wear it every day in the shower, to work, whatever. Someone will look over and say, hey, where'd you get that wristband? And they'll tell them about you. Finally, at number 1, we've got old gear that you've signed. This really works when you've got that rabid fan base. Maybe you've got a sponsorship, so you're constantly getting more free gear. Or something just doesn't work anymore and you want to get rid of it, but you also want to grow your brand. Now, I'm not saying you need to have all this merch. It can be a little bit overwhelming. But these are definitely some cheap options, or even free options, that should get you going. Whatever options you choose, don't be afraid to ask people to buy it. If you're putting out a quality product, people are going to want a tangible reminder of that special night they spent with you. Thanks for coming to Room 6. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to hear more about the music that you heard in this video, click here. If you'd like to subscribe, click here. Really hope you enjoyed it and that we'll see you again soon. Remember to be amazing, and thank you for coming to Room 6.